Hi writers, today we're going to write a sentence practicing our new letter sound that we learned today. So we've been working on Q uses qu. So today we're going to write the sentence that says, Mom got me a quilt. Quilt. Okay, so first you need to make sure that you have your writing journal. You're going to open up to the very next blank page. That means you should be starting at the beginning of the book, not in the middle of the book, not random pages. You should be able to flip through the pages and see each one in order if you're following along. So our very last one, if you were with me on our last journal that we did, was Max gets a big box. We were practicing that X sound with that one. So I'm going to flip to the very next page, and this is what our picture will look like at the end today, as well as our sentence right underneath us. Mom got me a quilt. So we'll come back to this at the end. So make sure that you have opened up your writing journal to the very next blank page, not somewhere randomly in the middle, so that when I come to check it, you say, oh, I can't find it. Nope. We do our work in order so we can keep track of it, okay? So the very next blank page. All right, we're starting with a pencil and we're going to start with our picture. So remember, when we are doing our journal, we draw a picture at the top and we write a sentence at the bottom. So I'm going to start with our picture first, and I'm going to start with the little girl. I'm going to start with a head. So I'm going to draw a circle for her head, give her a little circle for eyes, and then a smiley face. Then I'm going to draw a stick body, so straight line down, slant line, give her a little bubble for her foot, another slant line, bubble for her foot, and then I'm going to give her a dress and leave some room there so that she's got a little bit of a neck. I'm going to draw one arm this way, slant line, and then I give her some fingers, and then I am going to draw her other line coming straight across her body just like that, with some fingers. And see how they're kind of even? Those hands are even, like she's gonna hold something. She's gonna be holding the quilt that Mom gave her. So remember, you can always stop and pause if you need a little bit of extra time to finish the drawing, okay? You can also go back, just make sure you stay on track and you're following along. So now we've got our little girl here. Oh, let's not forget to give her some hair. Okay. Let's go back to her hands. I'm gonna make a rectangle shape so that she's holding a quilt. Now, a quilt is pieces of fabric that are sewn together to create a quilt. So I'm going to draw in that rectangle straight lines across going down like this. Okay, and then to make like the square patches that would be sewn together, I'm gonna come up to the top and then I'm gonna make straight line down to make some squares. There we go. All right, there's our quilt. So now let's draw Mom. I'm gonna make her a little bit taller. So I'm gonna draw my circle for her head a little bit higher than our girl. Then I'm gonna draw a stick body, straight line down. Give her a leg, little bubble for her foot, another leg, bubble for her foot. Again, I'm just gonna give her a triangle dress. There we go. And then she's just gonna have some arms up in the air like, yay, because she's so excited that her daughter loves the quilt. Let's give her a face. Circle eyes, smiley face because she's happy, and then you can give her some hair too. All right, so now we have our little girl with the quilt, Mom with a quilt. She's so happy. I'm gonna draw a little heart right next to her because she loves it so much. Okay, next, to add a little bit to our picture, I'm gonna come over to the right side of the page. I'm gonna draw a square here, or actually a rectangle, excuse me, to make a window. I'm gonna put a sun in the window, and then when I come back to this with coloring, I'm gonna add some grass and a bush and whatever else I feel like I wanna add to that picture. I'm also going to draw a big circle rug right here next to Mom so that there's a rug in the room. And we'll come back and add color to that after we're all done, okay? So now here's our picture underneath it. So I'm not gonna start my sentence going into the picture. I need to make sure that I'm on the line right underneath it. And remember, you need to write only on that line. I should not be writing like this. I should not be writing so big it's taking up multiple lines. we are just writing on one straight line, and we start all the way over on the left side and with a capital letter. Always start your sentence with a capital letter. So let's count our words. So you hold up a finger for each word to see how many words we're writing. Mom got me a quilt. So we're writing 5 words. Let's start with the first one. Sound it out and hold up a finger for each sound. Mom. So 3 letters. So let's start with that. Capital M first, or uppercase. There's my uppercase M. O. M. Lowercase m there. Remember, that's at that dotted middle line. It's smaller. So mom, I'm going to do a finger space. I put my finger there. Got. G. 3 sounds. G. What letter says G? G. So to do the G, we make a circle, and then we bring the tail down under. It falls beneath the line before it curls back under. So G. O. G. T. T. Mom got, all lowercase, finger space, me. So that's one of our heart words there. Me. M-E spells me. There we go. Mom got me, finger space, the word A. And we know that's just a lowercase a. Mom got me a quilt. So we just learned that the letters Q-U spell qu. So we're going to do our finger space. We're going to do a Q. It's kind of like a G, but the tail falls down and curls the other way, away from the bubble. So Q, it's Q-U, I, quill. What letter says O? L. So quilt. T. Great job. That's a longer one there, huh? Let's put a period at the end. Great job. Now go back and double check your sentence. Does it look just like mine? You started with a capital letter. You've used your very best handwriting here. You're all on one line. It's not bigger and taking up bigger space. It's not going down the page. It's all on one line. So we've got the uppercase letter. Everything else is lowercase. Okay, if you need to make any corrections, pause it, go back, erase and fix whatever you do. That's what good writers do. There's always ways to make it better. Make sure you've got your picture there. Everything's all done. And if you're ready, then you can go on to coloring your picture. So here I did a pattern where I colored everyone a different color to make it pop there for that quilt. I drew some grass and a bush here. You could add a tree. You could add some butterflies. You could draw some paintings on the wall here if you have extra time. Okay, so make sure that this is exactly what your journal looks like. I should not see you writing on multiple lines. It shouldn't be bigger than the line, okay? What's important about why we do this journal is we're practicing proper sentence structure, being able to start with a capital letter, finger space our words, keep it all on one line while we're also practicing our spelling, okay? Great job, writers. I'll see you next time.